Hello, so today we're going to be making a dish that has been in my family for a good couple of generations. So today we're going to be using all organic pieces. It's going to consist of a lipid, 25% protein, different veggies. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be layering all of this. So all of it's going to kind of be layers, almost like tiers of a cake. So we're just starting to add our zucchini in here. Zucchini is a good source of vitamin C and some potassium. And again, we're going to slice this that way we can get as much of the zucchini in with that we can. And now we're going to start adding some carrots. Carrots are a good form of vitamin C and potassium. It makes up with some of the protein that we're going to be using. However, we're not going to be getting as much of the protein from the carrots per se. We're going to come to the protein here a little bit later. So next we're going to be slicing up some mushrooms and throwing those in there. Mushrooms also have some protein, but again, it's not going to be what we're using in this dish just yet. Mushrooms are good for results of sodium, and basically it's going to be our binding agent. So mushrooms really hold in the flavor of the foods around them, and they give off a good texture as well, especially if they're cooked correctly. So yeah, they're definitely going to be the binding agent that we're going to be using for our dish here, and it's going to give a bit of a good mix of different pieces in this. So next we're going to be adding some chickpeas here in a second. So chickpeas are a good result of vitamins B6 and also vitamins D. Now, it also includes iron as well. Chickpeas are known for that pretty well. Chickpeas are going to be one of our main ingredients for protein. We're going to be using about a cup of these, and we're just going to be scattering them across a good layer of them. So these are going to account for about 10 to 12% of our protein here. And then next, once we have all those in there, we're going to be putting in our spinach. So spinach is just a very good green. I use it on a bunch of sandwiches all the time. But it's also going to be about 10 to 12% of our proteins as well. And we're going to use about a cup of that as well. And we're going to just scatter those atop there, and we're going to get those all put on nicely and decorated. And then next we're going to be adding some tomatoes. Now these tomatoes are really good because they have vitamin C values, and you can't go wrong with tomatoes. I mean, it just depends on if you put them in the fruit salad or not. But on their own, they're good for BLTs, sandwiches, whatnot. But yeah, they're just old reliable. So also with all of that as well, we used some butter. You saw, and this butter is gonna be our lipid. Don't think I forgot. We need that. So it's gonna be a vegan with olive oil. It's a vegan butter. It's one of our favorites. But we're kind of slicing and dicing that up, putting it on top. Once that melts in the oven, that thing's gonna just pour with flavor. It's gonna bring everything together. So that's gonna be our lipid, and yeah, it's gonna It's going to bring everything together once we bring it out of the oven here in just a second. But yeah, so that is going to be our little dish there. Once we have that done, we're going to spread on some basil and we're going to just lightly coat the top of this dish here. We're going to do our best to not overdo it, because a lot of dishes can be ruined by just a hair of seasoning too much or too little. And then next we're going to add some oregano as well.